What up, everyone? Decided to do some fishing this morning. The last time I went, it was just way too hot. I may have fished for about an hour and just couldn't stand the heat. So today we got some cool weather in. It's cloudy, but it's not raining yet. It might rain today, which as long as it ain't too bad, we're gonna stay on the water. It's the first cool day we've had since summer. I want to say the high is only going to be like the low 80s or something like that, but it's like in the 70s right now. It's 8 in the morning down here at my usual spot, Indian Creek Channel, part of the Cordell Hall Lake, Smith County, close to Jackson County. So yeah, we're going to get after it. Got some red worms. Gonna just see what we can get. I know we're probably gonna catch bluegill like crazy. If I can get a hold of a catfish or something else, that'd be awesome too. We'll see what we can get, but y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. First fish of the day is a nice one. He comes in at 6 3/4 inches, so almost 7 inches. We're gonna put him in the box. I'm doing catch and release today. I'm not keeping them, but what we're gonna do, just like last video, if you watched, we're gonna do a biggest fish challenge. And so far, this is bigger than any of the ones I caught last week. Or it wasn't last week. It was last time I went fishing. I mean, but yeah. So 6 3/4. We're gonna try to beat that. So we'll go ahead and get them in the box and we'll get back at it. All right, guys, fish number 2. And this one, I believe, is a hybrid cross from a shell cracker and a bluegill. As you can see, all them little speckles on it. That's the traits of the shell cracker. But it has a lot of green and got the bluegill and everything, and it don't have the red on its ear flap, which tells me it has a lot of bluegill genetics in it as well. So I'm gonna just consider this a hybrid. I believe it's a shell cracker bluegill mix. All right, guys, here's our third fish of the day, coming in at 6 1/2 inches, so not quite as big as others, about a 1/4 inch shorter. We'll go ahead and throw them back. We're going for biggest fish of the day, and that goes for each species. So I got 2 different species in there, and they're both 6 3/4. This is a bluegill, 6 1/2 inches. We'll go ahead and get them back. All right, guys, 4th fish today. A little bitty green sunfish, but it is a new species, which means it's the biggest fish of this species. So we'll put them in the box. But this is probably the smallest green sunfish I've ever caught in my life. You could probably use this as bait. But we're going to go ahead and put them in the box because it's a new species. Like I said, we're doing this challenge with each species we catch. I'm going to go ahead and measure them. I haven't measured them yet. But I'll let y'all know what he measured in at, and we'll get them in the box. All right, guys. So turns out that green sunfish came in at 3 1/2 inches. By far, probably the smallest green sunfish I've ever caught. And another reason why I wanted to put him in the box, we may use him as bait later and go after some catfish or bass or something. Definitely nice bait size fish. Anyways, we'll get back at it. We're trying to catch some big bluegill, to be honest with you. That's the goal. I want to catch a bluegill 8 inches or bigger, maybe even 10 inches. We'll see what we can get, but after a little while, I may end up using that green sunfish as bait and see if anything will bite it. But y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, well the bites have kind of just slowed down. I haven't had a bite in quite a while. I've been seeing fish jump like crazy, and I saw a huge carp just jump. It was about maybe 30 minutes ago. I saw a big old carp jump. And I've been seeing bluegill jump and stuff. There's bugs on the surface, but the bites are just few and far between. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'm going to show y'all what we got in the box, and we're going to get a release on the 3 fish we got in the box. We got a little bitty green sunfish, 3.5 inches. That's probably a PB in terms of smallest sunfish I've ever caught, or smallest green sunfish I've ever caught. And we also have a hybrid shellcracker / bluegill, about 6 inches and 3/4, almost 7. And we got a bluegill that's the same length, 6 inches and 3/4, so almost 7. So stay tuned. I'll show y'all the release on them, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so I'm gonna try to get this green sunfish first. There he is. There's the green sunfish. Get another look at him. Little guy. We'll throw him back. We'll see if he'll grow into a nice sized green sunfish and catch him next year. Never did use him as bait. I just decided to just wrap it up because I'm getting thirsty. And wow, there's some minnows. I don't know if y'all could see them. Yeah, see them little minnows swimming around? That's always nice to see. But anyways, get him back in the water. Oh, he went under the rock. All right, get one of these other ones. This is the bluegill, the pure bluegill. Nice size, almost 7 inches. That'd be good eating size. But we'll get him back in the water. Maybe he'll get bigger and catch him next year again. There he goes. All right. Got one more, which is the hybrid. Hybrids are always fun to catch. It's a cross between a shellcracker and a bluegill. Get him back in the water. See if he grows up and becomes a trophy size. There he goes. All right, hope y'all enjoyed watching. Till next time, it's Fishing with Joe G. Let's get another good look at these little minnows. They're not afraid of me. Just standing here filming them. That's crazy. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Till next time.